Reasons why your car alarm keeps going off, how to stop it, and quick fixes. So, if you're tuning into this video, chances are you're probably dealing with the issue of your car alarm system that just won't stop. In this video, we're going to break down everything about your car alarm, why it's going off, how to stop it in general for different vehicles, and how to do that specifically for Honda Accord because it is one vehicle that seemed to have highest alarm issues. We also look at how to disconnect the alarm from the battery and how to disable the alarm system in your car without a remote or key. So let's dive in, shall we? The 5 reasons why your car alarm keeps going off. Number 1, faulty sensors or switches. One of the most common causes of a car alarm going off randomly is a faulty sensor or alarm switch. These sensors, which monitor things like door and window security, can become worn out over time or get stuck in a certain position. If the sensor thinks a door is open when it's not, it'll trigger the alarm. This could be happening with any number of sensors, like the hood sensor or even the motion sensor if your vehicle has one. Number 2, dead or weak car battery. Another reason could be a weak or dying battery. If you notice your car alarm going off unexpectedly, especially when the weather's cold, a weak battery might be the issue. When your car battery isn't functioning properly, it can cause voltage fluctuations that mess with the car's electrical systems, including the alarm. Number 3, malfunctioning key fob. If you've ever had your key fob start to act up, you know how annoying it can be. A malfunctioning or out-of-sync key fob can accidentally trigger your car alarm. This might happen if the fob's battery is low or it's simply starting to fail. Number 4, low-quality aftermarket alarm system. Some aftermarket car alarm systems just aren't as reliable as the factory-installed ones. If you've had your alarm system installed by someone other than the dealership, the system could be overly sensitive, or it could just have a tendency to malfunction without warning. You might need to consider getting it looked at or replaced by a professional. Number 5, vibration or weather conditions. If your car is parked in a spot where a lot of heavy traffic or construction takes place, the vibrations from passing vehicles can set off the alarm. Similarly, extreme weather conditions like cold or hot temperatures can also mess with your car's sensors and cause the alarm to go off randomly. What to do if your car alarm keeps going off? There are a few steps you can take on your own before going to a mechanic. Number 1, check your car battery. As mentioned earlier, a weak battery can wreak havoc on your alarm system. If you notice that your car alarm tends to go off after you start the car, or if it's especially frequent during the cold weather, this is a sign that your battery could be the problem. Head to your local mechanic or auto parts store to get your battery checked and replaced if needed. 2, inspect the alarm system. If you suspect that your car's alarm system is the problem, it's time to give it a quick inspection. Look for loose or broken connections, especially around the sensors. If you're comfortable doing it, you can even try disconnecting the car alarm system temporarily to see if the issue persists. Just be sure to reconnect everything afterward to avoid further damage. 3, check the sensors. Give each door, window, and the hood a good inspection to make sure the sensors aren't dirty or misaligned. If the sensors are dirty or worn out, you might be able to clean them up, or you might need to replace them. 4, replace your key fob battery. If your key fob is acting up, try replacing the battery first. You can find replacement batteries at most auto parts stores, and it's a quick and inexpensive fix. If the problem persists even after replacing the battery, it might be time for a new key fob altogether. So, now we're getting to the part you've all been waiting for. How to stop car alarm from going off randomly. Here are some practical solutions to fix this annoying problem for good. 1, disabling the car alarm system. If you've decided that the alarm system is simply too much trouble, you might consider disabling it altogether. There are several ways to do this. Remove the alarm fuse. The fuse for your car's alarm system is typically located in the fuse box. By removing it, you can disable the alarm completely. Just be sure to check your owner's manual for the exact location of the fuse. Disconnect the alarm from the battery. Disconnecting the alarm's power source by removing the fuse or unplugging it from the battery will stop the alarm from going off. This can be a good option if you want to completely cut off the alarm system without worrying about it going off unexpectedly. 2, turning off the alarm using your key. If you're dealing with a more standard alarm system, you might be able to turn it off using your key. Simply put the key in the ignition and turn it to the on position without starting the car. This can reset the alarm and stop it from going off. If this doesn't work, check your car's manual for other ways to disable it using your key. In some cases, disabling your car alarm permanently is the best way to solve the problem, especially if it's constantly malfunctioning. Here are some more specific ways to do this. How to disable car alarm without remote. If you've lost your remote or it's malfunctioning, don't worry. You can still disable your alarm manually. Here's how. First, insert the key into the ignition. Turn the key to the on position. Wait a few seconds, then turn it back to the off position. This can reset the system and stop the alarm from going off. How to disconnect the alarm from the battery. Disconnecting the car alarm from the battery is a more permanent fix. Simply locate the fuse or wiring connecting the alarm to the battery and disconnect it. This will stop the alarm from receiving power, and you won't have to deal with it again. Troubleshooting alarm issues on Honda Accord. So if your Honda Accord or Honda Fit alarm keeps going off, it is most likely going to be due to faulty sensors or wiring. I recommend taking a look at the door sensors and checking if there's any visible damage. I hope this video helped you out. And if you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below.